Hey, ladies and gents, welcome back. This is going to be the part 3 slash final part to What If Naruto Had the Ice release, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to just jump right back into the what if. So basically, where we left off, the 4th Shinobi World War, whatever you want to call it, ended up starting, and Naruto and Sasuke are both there from the very beginning of the actual battles themselves. So they're there, and Gaara isn't, because obviously Gaara died in the second part. I think he died in. So Gaara's dead, so he isn't there. And without really, Madara and Obito would have all of the basically Jinchuriki and things like that, other than Naruto the Nine-Tails himself. He captured every other or basically all of the other ones, and Naruto's the only one that he hasn't captured. So they would still end up summoning the Ten-Tails, obviously, and due to Obito having the seal on his heart, and he doesn't actually go in and fight Kakashi in the Kamui dimension like he does normally to get the seal removed, and Madara would end up becoming the Ten-Tails Jinchuriki after obviously getting revived by Obito using the Rene Rebirth. So the Rene Rebirth doesn't actually kill Obito, as we can see. When he was weakened, he survived using the Rene Rebirth twice, I'm pretty sure. He used it, he might have only used it once, but I'm just gonna say that he used it. He can survive is what I'm saying. So he can survive that, obviously, and he ends up reviving Madara. So then Madara would go and he would become the Ten-Tails Jinchuriki, gaining the sensory abilities and all of those different things. And he would still gain the Sage Mode from Hashirama because of the fact that Orochimaru would actually have been there to summon the Kage to help with basically the battle. So with that being said, he still has his Sage Mode and all of that different stuff, but he doesn't have any of his eyes yet. So he would take one of Obito's eyes, basically, take Obito's Rinnegan, leaving just the Sharingan for Obito. And I think he would actually get both, because I believe that the Leaf Village ended up taking the Rinnegan from Nagato's body, but then Obito got both of them. So I'm pretty sure Madara would get both Rinnegan basically right off the bat. So he's Ten-Tails Jinchuriki double Rinnegan, so he's going to be kind of strong. So the battle basically continues on with nobody really being able to do anything, including Naruto and Sasuke at this point. They are on the basically verge of death, and Naruto during this fight would get the help of Kurama and basically befriend him just like he does in the original, but that still wouldn't be enough even after combining Sage Mode on top of, or his Ice Sage Mode on top of his what is it called? KCM2. So, with that being said, he isn't strong enough to defeat Madara at this point. They'd be brought basically to the brink of death, and they'd have a talk with Hagoromo. Hagoromo would give them his chakra, and they would get Hagoromo's chakra. So they'd be stronger than they were, much stronger than they were in the original at this point once they actually get Hagoromo's chakra, and Naruto would actually have a different type of Six-Path Sage Mode. He would have all the normal effects that Six-Path Sage Mode has, but it would also basically combine with the effects of his Ice Sage Mode, so he can still basically shoot ice spikes from a distance and different things like that, just because of the Sage Mode that he ended up learning. So I'm gonna say that just for the sake of, I think it would look a lot cooler when he uses his QB chakra when he's in the Six-Path Sage Mode plus the Kurama chakra. I'm gonna say it's actually blue instead of the orange it is. So it's blue and black, kind of you guys know what I'm trying to talk about. So basically he has that, and they continue fighting with Madara. They would still be losing at this point, but as everybody knows, Black Zetsu is going to be their plot armor, and he stabs Madara once Madara absorbs the World Tree and basically does all of that kind of different thing, getting the Rene Sharingan, and he's completely wrecking Naruto and Sasuke at this point, but Black Zetsu would stab him in the back just like he normally does. Kaguya would be summoned, and she would bring, I'm gonna say, Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, and herself over, And Obito never, like, changed, I guess you could say. So, or at this point, he hasn't changed yet. But he hasn't really been able to do anything with, like, the Six Path Sage Mode level characters. Like, he's just been fighting all, like, the other nations and stuff like that. So, they go in and they're trying to face off against Kaguya. And they're actually managing to do somewhat well against her due to them being a lot stronger than what they were in the original is. So Naruto, when he uses Boil Release to like basically boost his physical strength, he actually overpowers Kaguya. And he's actually doing some actual damage to her before outspeeding her, and they end up actually placing the seal on her a lot easier than they do before, and she gets sealed away again. So they end up going back to the normal dimension, and there they basically continue by finishing off Obito, even in their kind of weakened state, but they still have more stamina than they had in the original due to them taking out Kaguya a lot quicker, and Sasuke and Naruto would have their fight. Naruto would end up winning this fight, obviously, but they don't end up like losing their arms or anything like that in this fight. So, yeah, that happens. And the events of the last would happen pretty normally, obviously, just because, like, they're pretty strong. Like, they're stronger than what they were in the original, so there's no point to say that they wouldn't be able to defeat Toneri and all of his little henchmen and all of those different kinds of things. And Sasuke might even be there to help, since he never had to go, like, repent, I guess, for all the things he did. So that happens. And Naruto would obviously eventually become Hokage, and Sasuke would basically be his advisor / like Shadow Hokage, just like in the original. So I guess that's where I'm gonna leave this part off, just because I'm not continuing into Boruto because I don't like Boruto. So yeah, actually I'll continue into Boruto if this gets, let's say like, I know it's not even going to get anywhere near this, just because, like, none of my videos, I don't think I've ever gotten anywhere near this, even ones that are, like, in, like, the 5,000s to, like, 10,000 range in views. So I'm just going to say you need to get this episode to, like, say 600 likes, just because I know you guys aren't going to do it, and I don't really want to go into Boruto. But I'll give you hope. I'll give you hope, just because why not? So yeah, if you guys get to that point, then I'll continue. But if you don't, then bye. So yeah, see you later, guys. Peace out.